So I am currently wearing the hat of the man who made Justice League awesome. So how'd this new guy do? So Justice League The Extinction Machines is the first Justice League story arc in this new DC Rebirth event. So the premise of this story is the Justice League, and they fight stuff. This story didn't have a clue on what it wanted to do. It reminded me of when I was a kid and I would just write a story with no end and I would just add on to whatever monstrosity I had already written. It worked when I was a kid, but it definitely doesn't work when you're a paid writer writing the first story arc for Justice League. I can't even tell you who the main villain is because Bryan Hitch just throws so much stuff at you that it leaves you confused. So the story starts with a bunch of earthquakes taking place all over the world. Then it moves on to the people of Earth becoming possessed and attacking the Justice League. Then it goes on to have these alien bug things swarming the Earth, and then the same people that became possessed morph into these huge things, and then there's these machines in the Earth's core that are causing these earthquakes. Oh, and these alien cyborg lookalikes show up at the end. Keep in mind, this is one story, although it does sound like 50 different stories. What bothers me the most is so much of it was completely pointless. Multiple times I found myself asking, why is this character doing what they're doing? Why is this character even in the story at all? There's probably something wrong if I'm questioning the presence of a Justice League character in a Justice League comic. And it wasn't just one. I can name 4 characters that, if they wouldn't have been in this story, it would have made no difference. Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and Flash. Yep, no different if they weren't in it. Actually, it would have taken out some of the cheesy, boring, awkward dialogue between these characters if they weren't in it. And worse, the comic knows that it's all over the place, so it tries to explain things to you twice, but I understood nothing. In fact, I had more questions after the explanations. Looking beyond these flaws, there were elements that I enjoyed. We have 2 new Green Lanterns that have taken the place of Hal Jordan, and I liked their chemistry. The 2 contrast each other so much that ironically they work well together. You have the, oh, life is awful, we can't do it, we're not strong enough, and the other side of the coin, the yes we can, and we will, we're Green Lanterns. The comic also has an interesting side arc amongst the many arcs in this story between Superman and Batman. The New 52 Superman is dead. He's gone, he can't come back, and we get to see Bruce struggling to trust someone who just shows up and looks, acts, is the friend that he lost. I thought that was cool to see, but besides that, Batman is completely pointless in this story. Art was great, no complaints there, but these things that I did like just couldn't make up for this poorly written mess that clearly had no direction on what it wanted to do or where it wanted to end. Don't read this story. I promise you'll start to forget it as you're reading it. But if you have read this mess, am I right? Or am I just some idiot who can't comprehend this masterpiece? Let me know.